Nutritional coaching, what you need to deliver to your clients as a personal trainer, nutritional coach to make sure they get the most results. You and I both know that your clients' results are mainly depict on how they do their nutrition and how they execute it. So what you can do to give them the most value and get them to take the most action. This is exactly what we do here at Fast Pace and why I've been able to bring in more and more people and keep most of my clients long term and have them send me all of their friends and family. Stay tuned. Happy Monday. All right, Fit Pro fam, let me tell you, it's another Monday. We got all our clients back in gear. My 80-year-old grandmother has been starting her diet Monday morning for the last 60 years. Now, what we want to teach our clients is not to be like that person who starts the diet every Monday, but learns how to eat healthy continuously all the time, as I'm sure many of you do. So what I'm going to be talking about today is just a few action steps that you can put into play inside your coaching business to get your clients more value and make sure they have more results due to the ability to give them the best nutritional coaching possible. So one thing I see as a huge problem in the fitness industry is personal trainers giving those couple of nutritional tips during the workout. You got a person working out real hard, you're correcting their routine, you're addressing all of their movements, you're seeing their movement patterns, you're correcting, you're tightening the loose areas, you're loosening the titers and getting those movement patterns down great. Then you're gassing them out at the end, trying to raise their metabolism so they can burn off a little extra. And then as they leave, stay away from that processed sugar, stay away from processed foods, make sure you get enough protein. Now, all those are great tips. Do you think they really happen? Some of the time, yes. Most of the time, no. And you and I both know that changing the scale is going to be dictated much more by what you eat than what you do in the gym, unless you're working out an extreme amount. And for most of the professionals I work with, 3-4 times a week in the gym for an hour is the most I'm getting to do. I even have people that I only get 2 workouts out of a week. But what I do with them is I put them into a little morning routine, get a little extra cardio, a little boost, have them get a little more activity in their week. But that's not what we're doing today. Today we're focusing on the bigger piece that's going to give that needle a bigger push for your clients to move them forward. And so the first thing is action steps. What pieces are you really trying to hit home with your clients to make sure they implement into their life on a regular, reoccurring basis to make sure they take those little action steps all the time for a long period of time, so it doesn't just help them now, but it helps them long into the future? One of the first things I do when I get a new client is I put them into a little challenge. Now, this obviously is a big change and not what I do majority of the time I'm coaching people. I like to give new people who just made a big jump, they made a big commitment to me. When I sign people up for fitness, we start people with a minimum 12-week commitment, if not 16, for our first entry. So that is a big commitment. They are making a big start. And I've done the challenges and everything else. That's why I made it only 10 days. So we get a full weekend, get a full work week, and then not only are we going to deliver exactly what to do in that 10 days, but we're also going to have them get rid of all the junk, everything. So it's real tough 10 days for some people. Other people, it's not that hard. We have a big list of foods, so they get a good variety. But for the person eating the average American diet, it really makes a big difference. And it shows them what it's really like to eat natural foods, to cut out all the processed stuff, to get rid of all the booze for a little bit. And then what we do is, and what I personally believe in, is long, sustainable action steps that they can do the rest of their life. If you like having a few drinks with your friends, you should be having some beer and wings on Sunday if you're watching football, in that my personal opinion. If you like going out with the girlfriends, like I do, you want to have a couple glasses of wine, that's cool. We're not here to take that away. We're here to balance that with the rest of your life. And this is my personal opinion as a fitness professional, is to balance those pieces that we know are not going to help our fitness goals, but we enjoy in our life, with the rest of our eating and life, to make sure you have the body you are happy for, that you're proud of. So when you get out of the shower in the morning and look at yourself in the mirror, you can be proud of the person looking back. There's no way to be happy in life if you always have to tell all your friends no. It's also no way to be happy if every time you see a picture of yourself, you see yourself in the mirror, or you put on some clothes, you don't like the way you look. So we got to have both. We want to make our cake and eat it too, as they say. So that's what I believe in teaching the clients. So as we go through that 10 days, the first 10 days is restrictive. After that, it's all about learning not to be restrictive. So as a fitness professional, first thing we want to do in those action steps is, when are we going to make them accountable, and how are we going to do that? So what I have is separate nutritional calls or check-ins or texts, usually with a different team member, or it's myself, or it's in a group. So if you're a one-man, one-woman show, you can start off with your higher value clients with check-in call maybe once a week, twice a week, or you can have a regular spot where you have them text you. If I have someone really struggling, I've had them send me pictures, I've had them log. Now, all these are just different ideas. The logging piece, I never ask someone to do for more than a week. It never lasts that long, and if you ask people to do it for a real long time, usually they don't even start. The sending you pictures, I've had people where I've texted them 5 times across the day and I get 1 picture. So all of these things, you'll have clients that do very well and clients that struggle with it. So what you have to find with your audience is what's going to work well for them. So obviously getting them to give you that commitment in the beginning, and then getting them to recommit to themselves daily, is another huge piece that you can put into action to make sure you really give a lot of value to your clients. So with the nutritional coaching, one of the first steps that I like to put in place, just small groups. You can put a Facebook group together. You can have a Zoom call that you have a set time. You can even have FaceTime call or a 3-way call, and just start lumping clients together as long as they're comfortable with each other. You can also have a lower ticket offer where you're not charging the same rate as you do your one-on-one clients, and be like, we do Great Nutritional Coaching. It is a group call. Some of those group calls, I've had better results for the majority of the people than the people who are paying extra for the one-on-one. And the reason for that is, when I have Jenny and I have Susie and I have Carrie all in the same call, maybe Susie asks a question that Carrie didn't think about, and it helps both of them. So that group scenario, as long as people are comfortable and open, is super productive. It really gives a lot of value, and it gives a lot of great coaching. And then in each call, each touch point, giving 2 action steps. All right, so you've been going out, you've been having wine every night. Let's put in the action step: no drinking 2 days in a row, no having over 3 drinks in a day, and you must have an 8-ounce glass of water minimum for every alcoholic beverage within the hour that you have the alcoholic beverage. So those 3 rules are one thing that I deliver regularly when alcohol seems to be a little out of balance. Secondly is, maybe it's binge eating, or it's your client has the problem that they're stress eating, is giving them some way to get around it. Why do people stress eat? They're looking for that dopamine. It makes them happy. It sets off those trigger sensors of, oh, it's making me feel better. They're stressed out. So you have to give them something to replace that. So we got to interrupt first. They feel like they're going to emotionally eat. We got to interrupt it. They realize it. They cognitively see this is going to happen. I'm mad and I'm just going to go eat something sweet. So what can we do instead? Call an old friend, catch up with an old college buddy, meet up with an old coworker. When you have that feeling of belonging, that's going to release serotonin and the oxytocin, which are going to be much stronger hormones than the dopamine you're going to get from the food or alcohol. They're not helping your body. And then lastly is shifting them so you can get them to get the food they like with ease and enjoyment. So if it's super hard, it won't work. If you don't like it, it won't work. So along coaching and nutrition, it's got to be simple and enjoyable. The last part is you got to have the things they love on a regular reoccurring basis. So you can have that time going out with friends, and you can order some dessert here and there, but not all the time, so that people enjoy their food and they don't go off the wagon. They don't sabotage their results. Every time I eat poorly, such as regularly Friday here at the house, we like that pizza, whether we order it or we have frozen, and maybe I'll have a couple of drinks. Saturday, all the way up until maybe Saturday night, usually, and all the way through Saturday. If I eat poorly Friday night, the next 2 meals minimum, I'm back on plan. And that's something I really push hard on my clients is, look, you went out, you enjoyed yourself. The next 2 are right back in. I want them vegetable-based meals with the right amount of grains for you and the right amount of protein from a good source, or whatever you're doing inside that. So if this can be congruent with vegan, with pescatarian, with vegetarian, and it can be shipped for any of those. And all those different types of diet styles can also eat poorly. So it's getting the best quality. the last piece is learning your person enough to get them to make the preparation and make it part of their life. So if it's a meal prep Sunday, or if it's on the way home from work on Wednesday, they run into Whole Foods, they grab a tray, they put 3 salad boxes on it, and they fill 1 box with a grain, 1 box with a protein, and 2 boxes with different vegetable medleys. There's their meal prep for the next 3 days, and it's already done. It's these little tricks that you can put into play, tell them to do, follow up with them to make sure you give them accountability and they do it. Then you'll see their body's really shifting. The difference that I had from my first 3 years as a trainer to the last few years as a trainer, I've been doing this for 15 years, is that making such a bigger emphasis on the nutrition and making it part of their life. And that's where I'm seeing people really shrink down and see great results first in the 10 days, gives them that motivation too. Then on a regular reoccurring basis to get to that plan. When you get people the results, that is one of the premises I built my company on. Every person who's had great results has always sent a minimum 2 of their friends to me who signed up. So I want to help you guys a little bit. I got my 10-day grocery list that I'm going to send anybody who wants it. Just put list below here. If you have any questions about other things I do inside my nutritional coaching, I'm more than happy to share. And I just want to be here to support all the fitness professionals I know in the best way, getting online, scaling your business, and stop trading those dollars per hour. Now, let's make the world a healthier place, my friends. Cheers.